EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw. Sheldon. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone's expecting him to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, what a minute 2 on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, Sheldon. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Sheldon. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. 1st carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Panthers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Moore, the man in motion. Mayfield to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Sheldon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
On 1st and 10, Sheldon. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw. Sheldon. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, Mayfield. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion comes the tight end left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw on 3rd down, Sheldon. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 23 yards on the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Berry. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second down at 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, 46 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The gun on third down. Sheldon. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, Sheldon. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes left side. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Throwing to start the drive. Sheldon. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down. Sheldon got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Sheldon. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Falcons. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 38 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On second and 12, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On third down, Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. That one good for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a third and long here. They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Sheldon airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Okay, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Second and 5 now. Mayfield. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Mayfield on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Pitts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Sheldon throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw on 2nd down, Sheldon. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Looking to throw. Sheldon. That ball caught by Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.